Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. 43 security personnel martyred and several injured after a suicide terror attack on a CRPF convoy in Pulwama district of Kashmir Valley. Prime Minister Narendra Modi strongly condemns dastardly attack, takes stock of the situation, speaks to Home Minister and NSA. Prime Minister says central government working for welfare of farmers with several new schemes announced in Interim Budget. Supreme Court refers issue of transfer and posting of Delhi government officers to a larger bench after difference of opinion in the two-judge bench. CBDT Chairman Sushil Chandra appointed as Election Commissioner. India closely following peace and reconciliation developments in Afghanistan, says External Affairs Ministry. And Sindhu enters semi-finals of Senior National Badminton Championship in Guwahati. In Jammu and Kashmir, 43 CRPF personnel were martyred and several others injured after a suicide terror attack on a CRPF convoy in Pulwama district this afternoon. Security sources said the attack occurred on the Srinagar-Jammu highway when terrorists rammed the explosive-laden car into the CRPF bus, triggering a massive blast. The terrorists also indiscriminately fired at the convoy after the blast. Talking exclusively to AIR News, Director General of CRPF R.R. Bhatnagar said the convoy of the force, having nearly 2,500 personnel, was moving from Jammu to Srinagar and one of the buses was extensively damaged due to the blast.
It was a convoy which was going from Jammu to Srinagar, which had about 2,500 personnel. So there was a blast near a place called Ladura on New Expressway, and in which one of our buses was extensively damaged. The cause of the blast is still being worked out, and the injured have been shifted to the nearby hospitals, and the number of casualties is still being ascertained.
Terror outfit Jaish-e-Mohammed has claimed responsibility for the attack. The President, Vice President, Prime Minister and several other leaders have strongly condemned the terrorist attack. In a tweet, President Ramnath Kovind said that his thoughts and prayers are with the families of the martyrs and wished for early recovery of those injured. He said the entire nation stands united in the fight against the forces of terror and evil. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu said he was shocked by the dastardly attack. Strongly condemning the attack on CRPF personnel, Prime Minister Narendra Modi termed it as despicable. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said he spoke to Home Minister Rajnath Singh and other top officials, including the National Security Advisor, regarding the situation in the wake of the attack. Mr. Modi said the sacrifices of the brave security personnel will not go in vain, and the entire nation stands shoulder to shoulder with the families of the brave martyrs. Home Minister Rajnath Singh spoke to Jammu and Kashmir Governor, Home Secretary and CRPF Director General regarding the terror attack. In a tweet, Office of the Home Ministry said they have apprised Mr. Singh of the situation and he has cancelled his scheduled visit to Bihar tomorrow. The ministry is closely monitoring the situation. Information and Broadcasting Minister Colonel Rajyavardhan Rathore has said the cowardly enemy will not weaken India's resolve and it will wipe out every terrorist from the country. BJP President Amit Shah has termed the terror attack as an act of cowardice. In a tweet, he said our forces will remain firm against such acts of terror and defeat them. Congress President Rahul Gandhi said he is deeply disturbed by the cowardly attack on a CRPF convoy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the central government is working for the welfare of the farmers. He was addressing a rally in Rudrapur in Udham Singh Nagar district of Uttarakhand today. As the Prime Minister's helicopter could not take off for the rally in Rudrapur due to bad weather, he addressed the public meeting through mobile phone from the Kala zone of Jim Corbett National Park. The Prime Minister said the NDA government has provided for several new schemes in the Interim Budget for the welfare of farmers. Earlier, Mr. Modi arrived at Jolly Grant Airport in Dehradun in the morning and left for Jim Corbett National Park after waiting for 3 hours due to bad weather. Chief Minister Trivendra Singh Rawat launched the two schemes of the Cooperative Department at Rudrapur in the absence of the Prime Minister. These include Integrated Cooperative Development Scheme at a cost of 3,340 crore rupees and Deen Dayal Upadhyay Kisan Kalyan Yojana to provide interest-free loans to 7,50,000 farmer families of the state. Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan scheme will be implemented from tomorrow. The workers of the unorganized sector will receive minimum assured pension of 3,000 rupees per month after attaining the age of 60 years. Labour and Employment Ministry in a release said the workers whose monthly income is 15,000 rupees per month or less and belong to the entry age group of 18 to 40 years are eligible for the scheme. Around 42 crore workers are estimated to be engaged in the unorganized sector in the country. The scheme was announced in the Interim Budget session of Parliament. During the receipt of pension, if the subscriber dies, the spouse of the beneficiary will be entitled to receive 50% of the pension. It said family pension is applicable only to spouse. The scheme is a voluntary and contributory pension scheme on a 50-50 basis, where prescribed age-specific contribution shall be made by the beneficiary and a matching contribution by the central government. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
पापा, हमारा पक्का घर बन जाने पर नया सामान लोगे ना?
क्या क्या चाहिए हमारी बेटिया रानी को?
हॉल में रखने के लिए टेलीविजन।
अच्छा, और
मम्मी के लिए किचन का सामान और पापा घर के अंदर एक टॉयलेट। हमको टॉयलेट के लिए बाहर ना जाना पड़े।
जरूर बेटी। अच्छा, और बताओ, रानी बेटी को अपने लिए क्या क्या चाहिए?
मेरे लिए एक स्टडी टेबल, चेयर और किताबें रखने के लिए एक अलमारी।
हाँ, हमारी बेटी पढ़ लिख कर बड़ी अफसर बनेगी।
क्यों रानी को झूठे सपने दिखा रहे हो?
अरे ये सच है। ये देखो हमारा लेटर। प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना शहरी स्कीम के अंतर्गत अब हमारे पक्के घर का अधूरा सपना होगा पूरा।
सच?
जी हाँ, अब सबके सपने हो रहे हैं पूरे। प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना शहरी स्कीम के अंतर्गत मिलने वाले घरों से लाखों लोगों ने अपने घर का सपना किया है पूरा। अधिक जानकारी के लिए अपने स्थानीय शहरी निकाय से संपर्क करें।
हाउसिंग फॉर ऑल, सबके लिए घर, ये हमारा सपना भी है और संकल्प भी है।
वायु प्रदूषण की वजह से आज हम जिस हवा में सांस ले रहे हैं, वो दिन प्रतिदिन जानलेवा होती जा रही है। अस्थमा जैसी बीमारियां बढ़ रही हैं। इस स्थिति को रोकने के लिए हमें आपका डोनेशन चाहिए। डोनेशन देने के लिए रेड लाइट पर अपनी कार बंद कर दें।
आपका ये छोटा सा डोनेशन है पर्यावरण में बड़ा योगदान, और यही है आपका ग्रीन गुड डीड। ग्रीन गुड डीड्स मतलब कुछ हरे भरे काम अपनी धरती के नाम। पर्यावरण, वन एवं जलवायु परिवर्तन मंत्रालय द्वारा पर्यावरण हित में जारी।
A two-judge bench of the Supreme Court today gave a split verdict on the contentious issue of who should control administrative services in Delhi. The judges who were hearing pleas on 6 matters pertaining to a conflict between the centre and the AAP government in Delhi gave a unanimous order on the remaining 5 issues. Both judges agreed that the Lieutenant Governor LG will have control over the Anti-Corruption Bureau as already notified by the centre. The power to appoint inquiry commissions would also rest with the central government. The bench ruled that the elected Delhi government will have the right to appoint public prosecutors to decide land revenue matters and also to appoint or deal with electricity commission or board. On the most contentious issue, where the verdict was divided, Justice Bhushan ruled the Delhi government has no power at all over administrative services. Justice Sikri, however, made a distinction by saying the transfer or posting of officers in top echelons of bureaucracy, joint director and above, can only be done by the central government. The view of the LG would prevail in case of difference of opinion for matters relating to other bureaucrats. In view of the differences of opinion between the judges, the bench said the matter needs to be referred to a larger bench and views expressed by both the judges should be placed before the CJI for constitution of an appropriate bench. Chairman of the Central Board of Direct Taxes, Sushil Chandra, has been appointed as the new Election Commissioner. Mr. Chandra is a 1980 batch Indian Revenue Service officer. With his appointment, the Election Commission now has Sunil Arora as the Chief Election Commissioner and Ashok Lavasa and Sushil Chandra as fellow commissioners. Prasar Bharati Chairman A. Surya Prakash has stressed on the need to respect political diversity during election coverage. He was inaugurating a joint conference on coverage of general elections organized by News Services Division of All India Radio and DD News. Speaking on the occasion, Information and Broadcasting Secretary Amit Khare said AIR News and DD News are known for their credibility, which is very important in the present time. He said, it is not important to be fast in news but to be correct. Prasar Bharati CEO Shashi Shekhar Vempati emphasized on the need for better coordination between the two organizations. Director General AIR News Ira Joshi said AIR News is taking many initiatives for providing credible information to the people. BJP President Amit Shah today said his party will forge a strong alliance to face the forthcoming Lok Sabha polls in Tamil Nadu in a short span. Addressing handloom and powerloom associations in Erode, he said this alliance will contest in all the 39 Lok Sabha seats in the state. His remarks came a day after AIADMK Deputy Coordinator R. Vaithalingam said his party was in talks with the BJP and some others for an electoral alliance for the Lok Sabha polls. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will flag off the country's first semi-high-speed train Vande Bharat Express from New Delhi railway station tomorrow. The train will run between New Delhi and Varanasi via Kanpur and Allahabad. It will cover the distance between New Delhi and Varanasi in 8 hours and will run on all days except Mondays and Thursdays. Our correspondent reports the Prime Minister will inspect the facilities in the train and address a gathering on the occasion.
Vande Bharat Express will run at a maximum speed of 160 km per hour and will provide a totally new travel experience to passengers. Speed, safety and service are the hallmarks of this train. The train has 16 air-conditioned coaches, of which 2 are executive class coaches. The total seating capacity of the train is 1,128 passengers. From Delhi to Varanasi, the ticket will cost 1,760 rupees and for executive class, the fare will be 3,310 rupees. From Delhi to Varanasi, the ticket will cost 1,760 rupees and for executive class, the fare will be 3,310 rupees. All coaches are equipped with automatic doors, GPS-based audio-visual passenger information system, hotspot Wi-Fi and comfortable sitting. With Dipendra, Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Minister of State for Civil Aviation Jayant Sinha has said the Udan scheme has been extensively successful in expanding the aviation sector of the country. In an exclusive interview to All India Radio News, he said Udan is a unique scheme in the world.
Just a clever policy design and limited funding from the government, we have been able to set up 25 new airports completely which were unserved. Airports like Bikaner, Kanpur, Pathankot, Ludhiana. Airports around the country which were not being utilized have been activated through Udan.
The full interview can be heard on the FM Gold channel of All India Radio at 9:30 tonight. India today said it is closely following the peace and reconciliation-related developments in Afghanistan. In reply to a media query, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said India is in touch with Iran, Saudi Arabia and Russia on the security situation in Afghanistan. He said India will continue to take steps which can bring peace and stability to Afghanistan. Olympic silver medalist P.V. Sindhu sailed into the semi-finals of the women's singles at the 83rd Senior National Badminton Championship in Guwahati today. She defeated Riya Mukherjee 21-16, 21-7 in her quarters clash. Earlier in the day, Sindhu defeated Malvika Bansod of Nagpur 21-11, 21-13 in the pre-quarter-finals. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. 43 security personnel martyred and several injured after a suicide terror attack on a CRPF convoy in Pulwama district of Kashmir Valley. Prime Minister Narendra Modi strongly condemns dastardly attack, takes stock of the situation, speaks to Home Minister and NSA. Prime Minister says central government working for welfare of farmers with several new schemes announced in Interim Budget. Supreme Court to refer issue of transfer and posting of Delhi government officers to a larger bench after difference of opinion in the two-judge bench. CBDT Chairman Sushil Chandra appointed as Election Commissioner. India closely following peace and reconciliation developments in Afghanistan, says External Affairs Ministry. And P.V. Sindhu enters semi-finals of Senior National Badminton Championship in Guwahati. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.